Good morning and good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing today, Jake?
Oh, pretty good so far.
So I have a bunch of questions for you today again.
Okay.
Some will be simple, some may be difficult.
Uh,
Okay, easy
I'll
question.
take some time to think it over before I open my mouth.
First question, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Like money? Okay. What was your first car?
Oh, well, we had family cars over when I was growing up. The first car I had was a rundown Ford in Minnesota.
Ford. That's great. Okay, now another question. What's been your favorite car?
Mercedes.
Mercedes. These are, like I said, these are easy. Okay, now I ask you, in your life, what has been the best decade you've had in your life? What were those years? 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and why?
To tell you the truth, I'm one of the lucky ones. What you call pluses and minus, I happen to always be on the plus side. I was lucky because of my family. They were normal problem which everybody goes through it, among relatives, among clients.
So no specifically favorite time.
Huh?
You don't have a specific favorite time.
No, because I used to look around and always decide I was very well off, and that me put in check, because my family provided what I needed.
So you've always felt blessed
Yeah,
since you were little. There's an interesting dilemma with that because when you feel blessed, it probably makes you feel better every day and you're more content and happy, correct?
that reflects the whole family. We are very fortunate people had to have parents like we have.
And therefore, everything was easier for you, you feel.
Very easy.
Okay? Now, if I told you to choose one memory in business, what would that memory be? It can be anything. The help with helping somebody, a client.
Well, the best memory I can tell you is building ATM for the Bank of America. We were three main contractors in Los Angeles and some main contractors in Northern California. And the first round, after the bank did the research and all, they came up with locations, very few details, because they were learning also, and called us in. Hello?
No, the door opened because the air turned on. That's fine.
They called us in and distributed, not bid, distributed number of ATMs per contractor. Well, I don't know, but I think the teaching of my family and my parents that if somebody can do it, you can do it. So I was the first one to accept it.
Jake, I have a question on that. So, what you just said is that your family taught you that there's no such word as can't.
Well, my family said if somebody can do it, you can do it. And that was a very good advice.
And so,
that-
so you took on the ATMs because no one else.
They refused it. So they said, you take all of it. I said, yeah, I'll take all of it. Then I got a call from Northern California.
That's how the office came up there.
No, I had an office.
Okay.
They said, we want to give you all the ATMs there. And I took it. So that was my basic, I would say, success. Because they set a price. Fortunately, for all the ATMs. And the first round, I got lucky. I would say if they had asked me to bid that ATM individually, I would have bid less than half what they gave me. And as far as things went, I tried to approach my friends. I said, I can do it a little bit cheaper. He said, no, all the best, all the thing is said, all the money is all allotted. You just complete it and send us the bill, what we told you. And that's where
Did that really help change the company
that helped me
financially?
financially with my kids' education.
You bought some
All of
properties.
it,
Didn't you buy
yeah.
some properties as well?
Yes, I bought a house, and then I told you about I bought Big Bear cabin, and I went on my way, bought a new car.
So it really helped the company.
Yeah.
And then today, even today, Bank of America is the biggest customer, isn't it?
Yes, I have kept them as one. I had kept them as one of my favorite because Bank of America had people who knew construction. Other banks didn't. And fortunately for me, now here's a joke. My best friend was the manager at Bank of America, Mark Cohen. He was a Jew and I'm a Muslim.
And you were best friends.
we are still best friends.
That's great. That's fantastic.
That never came in out because he was a businessman, I was a businessman.
Jake, how different do you see the business today than when you were running the business?
I was fortunate because I was at the front end or starting the business. They were construction, but generally all the big people like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they had big contractors. And then they decided, especially when they hired people like Mark Cohen, what the hell you need a top of the line contractor when this guy can do better job at half the price and about it, in half the time.
Do you think that was easier then than it is now?
Well, they, well, we were both learning. And the blessing we had that we were both honest, contractors and the project managers. If we needed money, their checkbook was open.
It's very different today.
It is very different. It's, I told you how I got into Bank of America. I was approved, and there were three of our main contractors, Evans, Armstrong, and myself. I was the baby. The other two were in business for a long time. But I got fortunate when I started to deal with the project manager. My dad and my brothers, elder brothers, feeling was you always satisfy your customer. And that's what I always would do.
And you were always very humble, so you had good relationships.
Very good today.
But do you think it's because you're so humble?
No, like Mark's boss was a lady. And she had a contractor. And Mark gave me the job, and she was the supervisor. And she started to say, you've given him a 5 job, Bank of America, these are very well located because they were all in the high district, wealthy people. And he said, they don't like cheap looking building and problems and all. And Mark said, I guarantee you that all the 5, you will approve it without any correction. And that's what happened.
Mm.
And I became her friend also.
Oh, so you now you had 2 friends.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my next question. You know, who are the people you would like to thank from your career, from life, mentors? Obviously you say Mark, so he would be someone you'd want to say thank you for working together, right? Too many to mention, or?
Ram, the thing is, I had good relationship with everybody from what I was taught. If your customer, satisfy him. And that's how I grew.
So nothing stands out as people that really made a difference for your career.
No, because the thing, what I was taught, and I tried to perform at that level, there were no questions. Like with Mark, when he saw the first couple of buildings, he took 7 jobs away and he said, you go and do it. Thanks.
Right.
He finally found out that I was an engineer, I was registered, so that made it
Easier.
easier. Because he was an engineer and he was registered.
Okay, I'm going to switch a little bit to you here. And I'm going to be a little more personal. What is your best memory of your family? Not Adam, Lou, Tammy. What's your best memory of your family, of your immediate family?
Well, I'm going to put it a little bit more difficult for you.
Okay.
My elders were very successful, very well liked. They were among the people who were invited to the governor's dinner table. And my dad had put us top of the line. So we had to go achieve a little bit more rather than less. So they never told us, but their action we had to copy. And in a way, I try to do it to both Tammy and Adam. I succeeded somewhere, I failed somewhere. I don't know. They are better than me in most respect, but then they have a lot to learn about how you develop a business. And I think they have done a real good job. I'll give you an example. My father had taken a job and found out that he was going to lose money because the plans submitted to him were incorrect. But the people who recommended and gave him the job were all his friends. And that's where the famous phrase comes, you lose some and you win some. And that's what our dad told us. I have to help them instead of fight. And that was his success story.
Instead of fighting with them, he helped them.
Yeah, because they are friends. And he got double, triple more after he completed that job. So the thing is what he taught us, what you don't back down. You make mistakes, try to correct it. Everybody makes mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what I tell Adam and Tammy.
You know, the one that interests me is that you said that even when he didn't want to do that, he would still do it because they were friends. Can you talk a little bit about that? That's a philosophy that you believe in, right?
I'll give you the most recent example is Mark Cohen. When he got satisfied and every job I did with my friend, who was my partner, but never a partner. Like I told you about him,
Yeah, with the
he
check.
had the check of
Yeah.
$100,000.
Right.
And he was a super finisher. And that came from the family, that you don't accept second-hand stuff. If you present or build something, no one will say, I can do a better job than that. You got a client. And that's the philosophy we were taught.
Mm.
You satisfy the people you work for. And I think Adam has that.
I agree.
Tammy has more
Tammy has more.
of, she will satisfy customers.
That's great.
But she didn't want to work as hard as Adam did.
They're different.
Yeah, they're different. And I can understand because she wanted to raise a family. She was bringing both the kids in the office. I had a room where she had a nanny who would change the diapers and feed the baby. We could. We went through that period also.
Right.
And whenever I used to get a chance, see, I had certain habits that I never broke, and one of them was in the afternoon. I took a couple of hours nap. And the reason for it was I can do almost 12 hours of work rather than try to get out of work and go home.
So you would, what time would you take a nap?
After lunch.
After lunch for a couple hours?
Yeah, it would be sometime 15 minutes and I had to get up and go, and sometime couple of hours.
Did you have a couch in your office?
Yes.
Okay.
If you see Eva's office, I recommended that couch. But she doesn't use it.
No?
I said, take a break.
You know what I'm hearing from you a little bit, Jake, is that in order to a long time, you have to really, everything needs to be moderated. So the reason you could work 12 hours is because you could take a rest and,
Right.
and work more.
And I have instilled that in Adam also. When there is work, work. But there is a playtime, then you play.
Okay, let me ask you another. What's your favorite sport to watch? or to play? What was your favorite sport?
Oh, to play was cricket.
Okay. To watch?
Basketball.
You like basketball, huh?
Yeah.
And who's your favorite team?
Lakers.
Lakers.
You won't believe it. The year I came, that's when the Laker team came from Minneapolis also.
The same year.
Same year.
Huh. Now I'll think of the Lakers, I'll think of you, Jake.
Yeah, well, they have always been my team.
That's great. Do you watch baseball?
Uh, Not,
Are you watching the World Series or no?
no, because I don't understand it.
Okay. You don't understand the game.
No, like football, I can pick up
Right.
the basics because soccer and football are similar. But baseball is entirely different.
Jake, what is the best memory you have with your wife?
For having these two kids,
Having your two kids.
yeah,
You really love your family, don't you, Jake?
I try to keep them.
But they mean everything to you.
You are right there.
That's awesome. That's beautiful. So can you tell me something about what you admire about your wife?
Well, she, earlier in life, she adopted to live, eat and cook like an Indian, which helped me quite a bit.
That's nice. Great. Now I'll ask a similar question. How do you? What do you admire about Adam?
You see, I'll take both the kids, Adam
Well,
and
Tammy's next.
No, because they are both the same as far as I'm concerned. They tried to get under the influences of the American way of life. And I try to control it, not my wife, because she's American, but like I told you about him going to Spain and teaching and then doing his, which I said, no, you can't do it because I had the experience that once you get into that thing, you're done. And all his friends, 6 or 7 went over. None of them did anything. And they're still in Spain. And
So what surprised you is that he listened?
ah,
Did it surprise you that he listened to you?
yeah, I told them that if you want my help, you go to school, I pay for it. And the day you finish, your ambition, travel around the world, and all that thing will be sitting on your desk.
So it surprised you that he listened.
Yeah. Yeah,
And what were you prepared to do if he didn't listen?
like most Americans do, let them go and then dole out the money when they need it. but I still wanted to do the Indian way, and I thank God that I could work both of the systems in such a way they are better American than most Americans and better Indian than most Indians.
I would agree. So what do you admire? You admire about Adam is that he listens to you.
Uh, well, the main thing is
He respects his parents a lot.
he's a go-getter, and that's what I want. So does Tammy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you next. What do you admire about Tammy?
Tammy is the same way. They're both very successful. Tammy could have taken this company into $1 million company, but she got burnt out and she wanted to raise the kid, and I could blame her for it because her kids were getting away. Adam, on the other hand, has got the kids are now, so he can do both. It's a puzzle. Life is a puzzle. And what you do, you take the best of everything and let the bad part go. And you got a good family.
Keep the good stuff.
Yeah.
Focus on the good, not the bad.
Yeah, not I was, but I am lucky. I don't have any problem like what I hear.
No, you are, yeah. Great kids, great grandchildren. Everything.
Yeah, and even my grandkid that got them Adam's daughter,
Taylor.
Taylor, you give him a present and then you have to do thank you for accepting it. She's that type of a person. Instead of she coming and giving you a hug, you have to do two things when she takes it. So you got to adjust to different things. You can't say this is the right way, this is the wrong way. Like my father used to say, you work it out where both of you are satisfied. And that is the best way. And I think you have seen there are no lawsuits. I have given away a lot of things because I could have gone and probably wasted more money than made more money. This way, the people I had problem with, they still come back. And that's what my father said. If you don't hurt people, they'll always come back. And that's what I try to do. I mean, I try to imitate, let's put it that way.
Jake, what can we now? Let's look at the 4 grandchildren. By each name of your grandchildren, what do you enjoy about them?
Well, Rachel was the first one, and I raised her. Blake, Tammy and Keith took over because I had Rachel used to be with me all the time.
What do you admire about her? What do you enjoy about her?
It
Being with them,
just having a baby.
yeah.
And as far as Adam's kids, they are smarter than me, so I won't say anything about them because I'm old. I can't keep up.
But you're wise.
I would like to, but I know my limits also.
Do you enjoy spending time with all of them?
Always.
Fantastic. And
They are, all the kids try to come and stay with us.
Jake, we talked about this I think a couple times before, but do you have a daily discipline where you pray?
To tell you the truth, no. I'm a heathen.
Or do you pray for the family? You pray for the grandchildren?
I try to talk with God. Help me. That's how far I go.
What do you ask for?
To give them what they want.
Your kids, your family.
Yeah.
Keep them safe.
To tell you the truth, you and I are sitting over here and try to bring back memories. But I'll tell you one thing. There is no difference between an Indian or an American family. They both have one motive: to raise their kids to be very well educated, successful, and you to make enough money so you don't have to go beg.
You don't have to beg.
Very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And to tell you the truth, you have seen it. I'm fortunate.
But I think the values that you instill in those children
Yeah.
help, right? Do you feel that faith also plays a part?
That I couldn't argue because I don't know myself. So I'll leave it alone.
Jake, I think we've talked about a lot of things. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Have you ever given any thought to what you would want to be remembered by?
No, I tried to behave myself as if I was in India. I took the good part of the American way of life and the Indian way of life and tried to teach them. Both systems have good and both systems are bad. It is up to you to decide what you want to do. And I think that's why my kids escape some of the bad part. And they are not super, but they are regular kids.
Well, they're good. They're good human beings, both of them.
They, they, if somebody needs $1, they'll give it to you.
Oh, very
And that's what I'm proud of.
high integrity.
Yeah. It's simple. It, everything what I was brought up, I was taught, I try to repeat. How far I have succeeded, I don't know.
How old are you? 90?
Huh?
How old are you? How old are you, Jake?
92,
92. Wow. You lived a good life.
very good.
When your time finally is done on this earth, how would you like your life celebrated?
Well, the same way as if you have time for a certain day set by the American standard, come and put a flower on my grave. That will be fine.
Hmm.
That as simple as I can get.
Yeah.
See, I'm not Trump. I'm not a very successful scientist or a doctor or anything. I am a very simple man. I did what my elders told me that will help in life, like become an engineer and all that. And I think I did a good job of it. I got a degree, I got a business, and I passed it on without any debts. They didn't have to turn around and go to courts to settle issues. Now what they do is out of my hand. They are both grown up. And they're doing a fine job.
What advice would you give them?
Nothing. There is no sense giving advice, just doing, working with them in the business. They know how the whole family, and taking them to the original family, they know how we live. So what is the sense in giving advice? Let them decide what they want.
Any wisdom?
No. What? Yes, one. There is a God. That they both know. And I know. I don't know about you.
I do.
Most Catholic do. And no matter what you are, you're always a Catholic. You're not going to kick the Pope. You're going to kiss him. So don't tell me that you're not a Catholic.
I like you, Jake. I have my Bible right here, Jake.
I know. I'm,
I would want God to be in this room with us as we speak.
as far as I'm concerned, we both believe in. We are not fanatics.
Right.
We don't go and chase their ass,
Right.
but we thank them. They are here.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. Now I ask I'll put it this way. How about your grandkids? What would you say to them? The same thing?
I couldn't tell you one word good or bad about the grandkids because
But I
they
think
are too small and I'm too old.
but I think what I have heard as we keep talking is, stay in school, be educated, do what's right, not what's wrong for people. Forgive, and don't focus on the bad. Focus on the good.
And that all those things are the teaching of my elders, and I tried to give it to my younger.
Right.
That is no research or no nothing.
No,
It's just a
but those
daily
are
life.
but those are things that I assure you, your grandkids would want to hear from you, because they're the values that represent the Volley family.
As far as Tammy's kids, they know because they are old enough. But Finn and Taylor, they'll know because they've got parents just like me.
Right. So, Jake, I would ask you another question. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you would like to talk about?
Or the main thing is I started the life, I got married, I have kids, I have grandkids. And as far as I am concerned, God has been good to me. So all I can say, thank God. Because I don't have any grudge towards you because you're a Catholic and I'm a Muslim. We both are friends. What we do at home is not my business or your business. Simple, simple, make it simple. There are good things and bad things. Try to take the good things and leave the bad ones alone. Those are teachings that every parent in the world try to teach their kids. And I am no genius. I'm copying what my parents did to me. And hopefully my grandkids, my kids will copy what I did. Make it simple.
Make life simple.
Yeah.
Don't complicate it.
No. Like friendship with Mark Cohen. We should be fighting each other. And he's the one who got me where I am.
Amazing.
And at the same time, I got the biggest compliment. He said his construction put him where he is. So I got a compliment there also.
So you both helped each other.
Huh?
You both helped each other.
Yeah, very well.
Now, do you still see Mark?
Yes, he comes to that meeting.
Okay.
We like to see more, but we are both sick.
Is he older as well?
No, he's about 15 years younger than I am.
He's a young man.
20 years younger. But he has got as many problems as I have.
So, let me ask you, Jake, and we're almost done. But how, as it relates to your health, how have you stayed so healthy? 93 years old. You look